think I want it this way. All right, okay. Get this started. Ew, this shirt is like a dirty white. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Pop Heart. I am your host, Meli Moon. Welcome back, everybody. Oh my gosh. So, another episode in season 2. This new season just feels amazeballs. Oh my god, and I'm gonna try the whole time. I'm gonna try to keep my face on the screen and not just stare at myself the whole time. Which I guess, like, in a way, it's kind of like a cool thing because it feels like I'm talking to somebody. Because just staring into a camera hole is like, or just stare. Because usually I'll pull up like just a random screen to like cover up the situation, but Um, yes, here I am. I don't even think y'all need to even hear all of that. Just rambling. Oh my gosh, today we have a good show. Everybody's already talked about the whole like Taylor and Travis podcast, Taylor's first podcast, but I'm going to give my opinion on it and what I thought. I did watch it to beginning to end. I believe it was like 2 hours, or it was either 2 hours or almost 2 hours. Really good. So I'm going to give my opinion on that. And then we have a TV recap. It's a reality TV recap. We haven't done that in a little while. So be prepared for that. All my reality TV fans love reality TV. And then we're going to finish it off with a new movie that I just watched. If you already tune in every episode, pretty much I go to the movies all the time. I do not drink anymore. It's not a forever thing. It's just right now I'm in my era where I'm not drinking. So instead of drinking, I replace that. Instead of going to a bar or going to like a party or going to the club, I replace that with going to the movies and watching hella movies. So that's what I did yesterday. And I watched Freakier Friday. So I'm going to give my opinion and everything on that as well. So first, let's start with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. So everybody knows that Travis Kelce and his brother Jason have a podcast called the New Heights Podcast. They've had this podcast for a while. This podcast is a reason why Travis and Taylor got together in the first place because he shot his shot, he shoot his shot, he shot his shot, right? Yeah, he shot his shot. He shot his shot with her on the podcast 2 years ago, I believe. I really should start like having all these facts lined up, but like whatever. It was about 2 years, I believe, because I think they've been dating for 2 years. So he shot his shot on his podcast, and that led to him and Taylor actually going on a date and falling in love like they are now. This was Taylor Swift's first podcast. And one of the things that I love about podcasts and the reason why like I'm podcasting and why I listen to podcasts is because there's not a bunch of like edits and a bunch of just like, oh, we're gonna come back, we got a commercial break, we gotta go here, and a bunch of producers running in and telling them what to say and orchestrating everything and having, oh, you have 30 seconds to explain this and then you have 2 minutes to explain this. It's like you're sitting down with the host and y'all are talking and having conversation for a good hour, 45 minutes to an hour, and some over an hour. And I love that. It's so real and so natural that way of having guests really sit down and be able to explain. If they want to tell a long story, they can. That's like the perfect place to tell long stories and get into the nitty-gritty and the details, because those TV interviews are really just like fast paced. They already have what they're going to talk about. Like, literally, I was watching Tabitha Brown's YouTube channel yesterday, and she was going on Good Morning America. And one of the producers came into the dressing room and she was going over how everything was going to go because Tabitha was there to sell her hair products for Donna. Which I need to get some of that. Maybe that's what I need for my hair. Oh, speaking of hair, what do y'all think of my hair? I got my hair done. I got my hair done. I feel so hot, y'all. Like, I thought I was okay with not having my hair redone. I was just like, oh, everyone says that I look cute with my hair the way it is. And now that I finally got my hair done, I look at old pictures and old podcast episodes of myself and I'm like, what the fuck was wrong with me? Like, what? Who let me out of the house that way? Like, look how hot I look. My hair is getting longer. Okay. Back to what I was saying. Sorry. ADHD, it kicks in all the time. Um, so yeah, so the producer came into the dressing room and the producer was just like, "Okay, so you're going to have 30 seconds to talk about your product and to sell us the product." And like 30 seconds and Tabitha's like, "Okay, is the 30 seconds all for me or is this like the host and me at combined 30 seconds?" They were like combined. So, and then the producer had Tabitha tell her what she was gonna say. She was like, "Okay, like give me the spiel." And Tabitha was like, "This is the hair for your hair food and hair dessert and sweet potato pie for your hair and blah blah blah." You know how Tabitha Brown talks. Gave her everything that she was gonna say, and she was like, "Okay, that sounds good." So crazy. Because podcast is not like that. But for the most part, podcast is so much more organic and natural and more conversational. I feel like I connect with so many people from watching them on a podcast. It's so wild. That old saying where it's like you can't mm, what is it? What is the old saying? You won't hate after getting to know them? I don't know. There was a saying. um After getting to know I don't know. There's something until you know 'em. You can't hate you can't, it's impossible to hate someone after hearing their story. I don't know. But anyway, oh my gosh, I really took a turn. I'm telling you, I need a producer or something here to just like and like be in my ear to be like, get back on track, get back on track. I like talk about Tabitha Brown and like anyway. So yeah, Travis and Taylor. They did that thing. And it was a great interview, guys. I loved it. I really got to know Taylor more. You know, I'm a newfound Swiftie. Well, it's not really new anymore. It's been like over a year, but just really getting to know her like personality and just she's so in love and it's so wild because you listen to her music and one of the quotes from the podcast was um she said the start of her love story with Travis Kelce was like something from one of her songs. And that is so true. The football player, like the You Belong With Me music video, everybody remembers that. She's like the nerdy, quirky girl that lives beside the football player and like the football player has all of these like beautiful girlfriends and like Taylor's just like "Mm." It's just why am I starving right now? I literally just ate strawberries. Extraordinary. Some food ASMR. I don't think they say And there we go. That's the end of that. Okay. Anyway, it was great. I didn't know much about Jason's personality, and I'm like, I love Jason now. They're really good hosts and really good co-hosts. They let each other talk. They both have like different energy, but same at the same time. You can tell that they were definitely raised in the same house and that they're brothers. Great humor. It doesn't feel like I'm watching this like, oh, like this straight jock bros like podcast. Like I feel like I could become a new listener to that podcast. And I'm pretty sure that they got millions of new subscribers because everybody was tuning in for that. It was Taylor's first podcast. She's so in love, and I'm so happy for Taylor. She deserves this so much. If you're a fan of her and you've listened to her music for years and years, you know that she absolutely deserves true love. We all deserve true. Not everyone. Is that a thing? Is every does everybody deserve true love, or is it like a thing where it's like only some people or like only like the good people. I don't know. I deserve it. Damn it. You don't have boo boos. I know boo boos. Oh my god, I'm gonna try to fix this light. Oh, Rise of Blights. Rise of Blight. I feel like I'm gonna. Ooh, that's better. That's better. Much better. Okay. Anyway, he loves her so much. They're goals. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? She announced her new album coming October 3rd, Mean Girls Day. And it's called The Life of a Showgirl. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this album. I'm so excited. Why am I getting teary eyed? My eyes are like watering. I don't know. But I'm so excited for this album. I have a feeling that this is going to be my album. I have a feeling this is going to be mine for me. I feel like out of all of Taylor Swift's albums, this one's going to be for Meli. Like, this is dedicated to you, Meli. I feel it in my bones. Me being just like a pop connoisseur and just my pop heart is just beating because she said there's only two producers on this album. And one of those producers is the great, the legendary, the iconic, the the man that he is, Martin. I'll say his name wrong. Max Martin. Martin. Max Martin is the fucking producer on this album. Oh my gosh. If you don't know how legendary and iconic Max Martin is, pause this and go Google and go YouTube how just the impact that he has made on the industry, on the pop industry. Oh my gosh, Max Martin is legendary and he produced this album. I'm so excited. The way that she described this new album, it's dance pop. It's so poppy. This is going to be mine. I love Taylor Swift's music. I love her catalog. And we'll get to that too, her catalog. But this one's for me. This one's for me. This one's for me. This one's for me. Oh my Lanta. I am so excited. It's gonna be everything. Okay. I'm talking too much. I need to get to what I'm getting to. Okay. So speaking of her catalog, she also talked about the story of her finding out that she now owns her masters. That makes me it made me a little emotional. Like she almost started crying telling the story about how her mom and her brother went to the people that owned her masters and had like a real conversation with them and just poured out their heart for Taylor. And she talked about the moment where her mom called her and she's like, "We did it! Like you now own your like the whole thing." And she almost choked up. Travis had tears in his eyes. Oh my gosh, the just so much support. He's just very supportive and he's great. He really is great. You can just the way that he looks at her during the podcast, how he'll just glance over at her while she's talking. He's looking at her like, man, I love this woman. Like, who doesn't want that? Oh, it's just great. Yeah, it was a great podcast. Definitely after this one, wait until the episode is done. Go over and watch that podcast because it was pretty good. Okay. So next we're gonna get into our TV recap, reality recap. Okay. Oh my god, I just did the what's wrong with me? Okay. So first we're gonna talk about plastic surgery rewind. This is one of the new shows on E Network. I've talked about it briefly before, and this recap is going to be pretty brief. The part that I want to touch on, because the show is wacko. If you are in a mood for just like a wacky reality TV show, this is the show. If you're just chilling in your room, or if you had a wacky day and you're just like, I don't want to think about my wacky day anymore. Let's get to some more wackiness. This show is the show. So if you haven't heard one of my previous episodes when I talked about this, it's basically a bunch of people that got botched surgeries. Oh yeah, it's also the people that made Botched and Terry Dubrow that is on Botched. She is on this show. And so a bunch of people that have botched surgery. It's a bunch of celebrities, like D-list, D-E-list celebrities that got botched surgeries in the past. And so they come to this retreat to basically have like a mental evaluation to get some therapy and to really stop themselves from getting so much surgery, because these people get a lot of surgery on their face, boobs. We got two BBLs in the house, huge tits, huge tummy tucks, getting their arms done, all of that. And so they're basically there to get some help mentally and physically, to get those surgeries like reversed, to look at themselves a different way. It's a good show and some wacky people on there. So Kim and Brielle, I talked about them already. They already got their surgeries. I think Brielle got her like filler out of her face and Kim got her like arms done. So they're gone. So Jessica Dime from Love and Hip Hop and Aubrey O'Day from so many reality TV shows. She's been on a lot of reality TV shows, and not forget she's on Danity Kane, the Aubrey O'Day, beautiful voice, and she was one half of Dumb Blonde. If you don't know who they are, check them out after the podcast. They were like a dance group with two of the members from Danity Kane. So yes, so they're on there, and what is so interesting, and the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because the episode that I just viewed, the latest episode, was the episode where Aubrey O'Day gets a message sent to her that Diddy, P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, was arrested. They got all of this on camera, which is so like, what's like, talk about timing and divine timing. Her filming this reality TV show and finding out that the man that has been harassing her for years, the reason why her career went so downhill, and the reason, I don't want to give him like the full reason when she got like surgeries and stuff, but the man that triggered those insecurities in her, and when she felt like she wasn't good enough and the way that she looked wasn't enough, where she started getting those surgeries and everything, Diddy, from being in the group, because he did form the group Danny D. Kane. And so her finding that out, her competing in a reality TV show to get in the band of Danny D. Kane, and then her filming a reality TV show while she's finding out Sean Diddy Combs was arrested for sex trafficking. That's some good TV. I feel like it's not talked about enough. I don't see it anywhere. I don't see it on Twitter. I don't see it on Instagram. I don't see it anywhere. I think that is some good TV because she's been talking about Diddy for years. I've seen so many podcasts that she's been on, so many TV shows that she's been on. Why did I say it like that? TV shows, TV shows, and so many interviews that she's done talking about the abuse of Diddy and how he abuses power and how he treats people and the horrible things that he's done and said to people. And so seeing her, she broke down crying. That scene was so powerful and so just wild, because she just, so many years she's been fighting, and she's been fighting alone. Nobody else has been stepping up until, the people stepped up to people that, yeah, but for so many years it was just her, and everybody else was praising Diddy got some like awards at the BET awards, and he was honored somewhere else. So how wild must that like feel, of just telling your story and saying how much this guy has like abused you mentally and how horrible he is, and everybody else is praising him. So yeah, her getting her justice was it was it was beautiful to see. So I was so happy for that. Good job, Aubrey. Yeah, crazy show. Jessica Diamond's possibly getting her. It's not a BBL. She got ass shots. If y'all know Jessica Diamond, if y'all watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta from years ago, Homegirl was on there for a long time, years ago. She had this humongous ass. I think the biggest I've ever seen. Huge ass, and she was like a stripper. And so she's talking about maybe getting her ass shots taken out. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how this ends. Do not spoil it for me. We're gonna see how it goes. I wonder how she would look. I bet she would look so beautiful. She's already like really tall, beautiful face. She's a really beautiful woman. So like I wonder how she would look with less ass. Okay. So next TV recap. I feel like maybe I should start doing some lip exercises before each show. Okay. So next, we have Real Housewives of Orange County. Oh my God. So I've been watching this every week and I'm caught all the way up on Real Housewives of Orange County. First thing that I have that I jotted down was Katie is insufferable. She really is. Katie is definitely insufferable. This is the Housewives. This is your second season. I had so much hope for Katie. I liked Katie last season. I liked her. I thought she was adorable. I thought she could be a good new cast member. And I knew she was nervous and I knew that because those are some seasoned people. Everybody else that's on that show has been on that show for at least 5 years, 5 seasons. So coming in as a new cast member, never doing reality TV before, jumping in there with like seasoned vets, there has to be nerves. No one just goes in there guns blazing. Ooh, except Homegirl on Miami. I totally forgot to add Miami on here. We're gonna talk about OC today. So yeah, so I knew she had some nerves, and so I was like, okay, if they bring her back for a second season, she is going to do great. She's gonna shake off all of those first season jitters, and she's gonna knock it out of the park for her second season. And this season, she is just letting me down. She is so insufferable because Homegirl, I think we're all finding out that Katie is very sneaky. Instead of coming at you and saying things to your face and just firing off like Tamra, like Heather, like Emily, Gina, all of them, she likes to go behind the scenes and hit up blogs and whisper things in people's ears. And then when it comes to confrontation, she goes quiet and or she'll look confused or she's like, oh, I never said that. And there's like proof that she said it. I cannot. I just, oh, it sucks. And I feel like the girls, they smell blood in the water. They're like sharks. You just have Katie just floating there and they smell the blood in the water and they're just circling and they're taking turns attacking. And it's like, it's so hard to watch because I want to be like, bitch, tag me in. Tag me in, girl. Speak up. It's insufferable. Okay. Oof. And also, from the latest episode, Tamara is in the hot seat. In this latest episode, we see that Tamara quit. She quit the show. Maybe I should make this bigger. Okay. Wow, how cool is that? How cool is that? We see that Tamara quit the show because she was getting ganged up on. I've noticed that this season they've been doing a lot of ganging up. For one, Katie gets ganged up on almost every dinner that they have. And it was wild because Tamara was orchestrating this whole gang up on Katie. and she's going, she's telling people this, and she's like, "Oh, I heard that Katie said this about you," and she's trying to turn Gretchen and Katie against each other, and that shit backfired last minute. It was starting to be a pile on, and then that something switched where it was just like, "Wait, Tamra, oof, it's crazy, 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 crazy." So definitely keep watching that. I'll give y'all like a recap. Maybe every week I'll do a recap on OC, which I don't know who's actually watching it except me. So that's what makes this hard. I feel like it's more of an organic conversation about these things. If I feel like I know that somebody else is like, "Oh yeah, the episode that I watched last night, this is what was going on," or "Oh, I totally agree on what you're saying," or disagree. I don't know. Right now, I feel like I'm talking into a abyss. Okay. And so, last but not least, we have Freakier Friday. Freaky Friday was one of my faves growing up. Y'all all know that Disney is my baby. Disney and Lindsay Lohan together is just woo. Oh my gosh, yes, y'all should know this. My first episode of My Pop Heart was an episode about Lindsay Lohan and about her movies and about her music and her legacy that she has just given us. And so, oh my God, seeing this made me so happy. I think that made me the most happiest is seeing Lindsay in this big feature film. She hasn't been in a feature film in so many years. Her getting back out there and doing comedy and some physical comedy and just it made me so happy seeing her and Jamie Lee Curtis together. I thought the movie was good. Like I don't want to be like negative. I thought it was good. Like I feel like it could have been better, but I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I feel like it was there was something missing, but I thought it was good. You know? You know? I feel like there was something to, I don't know. Something was missing from it, but I feel like the ending kind of redeemed the beginning and middle of the movie. I feel like it was kind of redeemed in a way. Was yeah, because the ending was so good. I think for me, it hit me the most in my nostalgic feel when they were on this. Okay, then I'm spoiling it. I can't spoil it. The movie was great. I gave this movie an 8. I thought it was good. Like it felt like a different movie than the first one, which it will feel like that because the first one it was Lindsay Lohan's character and Jamie Lee Curtis's character. They switch mother and daughter. Mother that's in her I think 50s and a daughter that's like 15, 16 years old. Switch bodies. That was the movie Freaky Friday. The second one, it's Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. They switch bodies with Lindsay Lohan's daughter and Lindsay Lohan's soon to be stepchild. So the movie is going to be completely different because of the body switching is totally different. We have this like spoiled little brat stepdaughter that's like switching with Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan's characters, they're totally different from the first one. So that's what also it's like it feels like a totally different movie and different characters because they're not like how they were at all from the first one. Jamie Lee Curtis, she was very strict in the first one, and Lindsay Lohan was this like rebellious daughter, teenager. And so this one, Jamie Lee Curtis is she's just like she's the fun grandma. She's very fun. She's loose and hippie-ish kind of grandma. And Lindsay Lohan's character is like very she's kind of like Jamie Lee Curtis's. character. But I feel like she's more like she wants her daughter to like her more, and she's not as strict, which is totally different. Their characters are totally different from the first one, so it felt different. But I felt like the nostalgic feels happened for me at the end when they were at Homegirl's show and the group Pink Slip reunited to do a couple of songs, and yeah, and I liked how they wrapped up, how the movie wrapped up, and them coming to realizations and all of that. So yeah. So that's what redeemed. I think without that ending, it would have been like a 7 for me, but it was an 8. I thought it was pretty good. And I think maybe I need to watch it again. I think the second time that I watch it that I'd probably fall in love with it. But yeah, that's Freakier Friday. HLT. Ooh, and it was so nice seeing the woman that played Meredith from The Parent Trap in this movie. So many just oh my gosh. I need to ask Jackie if she's watched this movie because the first 2 episodes of this podcast was us talking about Freaky Friday, The Parent Trap, Mean Girls, all of these movies that shaped who we are today and just was so iconic, that is still iconic for us millennials. And it was so wild, the little whatchamacallit, what is the word? I'm like drawing blanks right now. The little winks at her previous movies because it's so oh my gosh. This wink just had me smiling ear to ear. So they send out the wedding invitations. Lindsay and her new husband, her fiance. And guess what the date was for their wedding? I'm still smiling so hard thinking about this. The date was October 3rd. Oh my gosh. Y'all know that I've literally just talked about October 3rd. Taylor Swift, her releasing her album on October 3rd. October 3rd is Mean Girls Day. How iconic, Lindsay putting that in the oh my gosh. Yeah. So the little nods, that's what it was. Little winks, the little nods to her old movies with the October 3rd for her wedding date, and then having the woman that played Meredith be in the movie. Just very, very iconic, and just, it's great. It's so great. So, yeah, go watch Freakier Friday. It's a good family movie. There's nothing inappropriate in the movie. It's a good, it's a good, cute movie. It's a good, cute movie. To go take your daughters or go take your sons, go take everybody. So that is our show today. Thank you guys for sitting and listening to me just ramble on with my beautiful hair. Look at this. Love you guys. Okay. Remember to tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your grandma, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your cousin about my pop hearts. Subscribe, like, comment. Until next time, everybody. Love ya. Peace, love, and